Hello, my friends. Thank you for watching my channel, Make Jesus Personal. And today, what I was studying this morning in the Gospel of John, the book of John in the New Testament, was that the Apostle Peter was feeling guilty because he denied Jesus right before he was crucified on the cross. Jesus had told him he was going to deny him, and Peter was like, no, no, no. And it's interesting because Peter was so bold and just overconfident. And sometimes we need to be that way, but with the Lord, we can't be that way with the Lord. We need to be confident in the Lord, but not in ourselves. And it reminded me of something I read in the chapter of John 21. That's John chapter 21 today, where Peter and the disciples decided that they're going to go out fishing. Peter was kind of the leader of that. And they fished all night and they didn't catch a thing. And then Jesus is on the shore and sees them out in the water and says, hey, did you catch any fish? And they say, no, we didn't catch anything. He said, throw your net on the right side of the boat and you'll get some fish. Well, sure enough, they do, and they catch 153 fish in the net. And the net is so bogged down that they can't even get it in the boat, so they kind of drag it back to shore. But what was told in the Bible, though, is that the Apostle John, who's with Peter fishing, when Jesus speaks from the shore, only John recognized Jesus's voice. Peter didn't. I guess he just thought it was just some guy on the shore telling him what to do. And anyway, I just thought that was interesting that Peter could not recognize Jesus's voice. And it reminds me of times in my life when I don't recognize Jesus's voice because I'm full of confusion, guilt, sin, doubts, whatever. And it blocks and hinders my fellowship with my Lord. And I encourage you that if you feel like, I just don't seem as close to the Lord as I used to. I don't hear him like I used to. It's not him who moved, it's you. It's because usually we have stuff in our life that we need to get rid of. We need to humble ourselves, confess sin, change our habits, make Jesus the priority in our lives, focus on him. It's a verse that says, fix your gaze directly before you, meaning gaze upon Jesus. Get your focus on him. Love him wholeheartedly. Spend time in his word. That's how he speaks to you the most in the best way. So I'm encouraging you today that make Jesus personal by letting go of whatever's hindering you in your life and release it to him. Confess whatever you need to confess and make the changes and ask God to help you make the right changes in your life so that Jesus is the priority, so that you can hear him. Followers of Jesus who have put their faith in Jesus are followers of his, and we should be able to hear him with clarity, with perfect clarity. And if we're not, something is hindering our fellowship with him. Our fellowship actually gets broken when we're living in sin and denial and shame and guilt and doubts and all the other stuff that can come from the world and our own flesh. Take the time today, make a decision, get on your knees, confess everything, and ask the Lord, just confess everything, release everything, and ask the Lord to become bigger in your life and more clearer, and release anything that's hindering your relationship and fellowship with him. So that I'm encouraging you today to do that. Read the Gospel of John, but particularly read today John chapter 21, and you'll see what I mean about Peter not really recognizing Jesus's voice. So make Jesus personal in your everyday life, and he wants to be big in your life. He wants to be able to help you and empower you and just give you all the grace and mercy you need each and every day. But we have to humble ourselves and make him the priority in our lives. So make Jesus personal by making him the priority and making him first in your life, and you will be blessed in just the biggest ways. All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful, special day. God bless you. Don't forget, if my videos are blessing you, please subscribe to them, like them, and share them with others. Maybe they'll bless someone else as well. Thank you so much.